All right. Hi, MATH7501. Apparently, there's a virus going around the world. The university has paused the semester just after week 3. So we had 3 weeks, and then we paused, and now we're continuing week 4 after a week of pause. And we can do this. We're pretty much self-distanced, isolated in our houses. These are tough times for humanity, but we can do this, and you can do this. You can study mathematics to become data scientists later on. There is a lot to do, and this is a period for upskilling. So don't stop, just push on independently, and it will be okay. So what I want to do is I want to show you some of the resources that we have. You've seen them before in the lecture, but I just want to put a bit more extra emphasis on the resources because you're now more by yourself. So spend more time on these resources. Let me try and share my screen from the iPad where I should have a web browser. And let's hope everything works. It's always a miracle when it does. Yes, I think it kind of works. And this is a web browser, University of Queensland. Apparently every known starts with an unknown. That's good to know. All right, if you know that. So MATH7501, I will Google that. And that's what you get from MATH7501, unique number around the world, pretty much. So the first entry is a course profile. The second entry is the course website. If I click this, we should go to a website that has not too much. It simply directs you to the current course because there were previous years as well. So this is a course website. At the time of presenting this, the course website has still not been updated with information that is specific for the distance learning setting. Still, as you probably know, there's a link here to the course reader, which I can open in a new tab, and that's a course reader, okay? And this document should be your best friend, first of all. There's a lot to do with this document, and you already have probably in the first unit and starting the second unit with Dr. Paul. But what I want to focus on more deals with these 10 links below. It says they're under construction, but still the links are actually very solid. And so let's look. They're divided unit by unit, and the course is still organized by units, and we'll still be continuing by units pretty much as we have been. And if you click the first one, sorry, I'm an over 45-year-old, so I'm a bit slow. So, a bit slow. Try one more time. Click it, hold it on the iPad, open a new tab. This iPad has like pressure sensing. That's kind of interesting. So I open this new tab, and this is our unit 1, right? So just so it's clear, each unit has videos that were actually made by me 2 years ago, maybe 3, I'm not sure. I think 2 years ago. And these videos pretty much use the same course reader that you have. Sometimes the structure inside the units is different, but for example, you see this is 6. It says 6.1 here in this point here. It says 6.1 for matrices, but now it's 1.1 because when we did this, unit 1 dealing with matrices was unit 6. Then if you play one of those videos, these are YouTube videos where I've annotated the content years ago. Okay, hi, welcome. Okay, so that's one thing you can do in addition to attending the Zoom lectures, etc. But actually more important is the fact that for each section which is in the unit, for example, let's go to section 1.3 matrix operations. We've curated a few videos that are available on YouTube that are relevant for that section. YouTube has some great stuff, and these videos are good and sometimes just great, just incredible, exactly giving you additional information and enrichment for that section. So what I recommend is actually, since you have most probably a bit more time on your hands, and you know, you might be speaking with loved ones, and you might be watching news more, you might be reading a good book perhaps as well, but actually you won't be traveling. So spend a bit more time on each of these videos for each of the units and each of the sections. So if I go back to the main course and I go to Unit 2, we have here, again, a long video, for example. This is a 40-minute video that I've just started playing a description on sets, pretty much as is in the course reader, again with a slightly different order. But we also have all these nice other YouTube videos dealing with sets. And some of them, for example, like this one, are just incredible.
Let's say we're given the phone.
So I really recommend looking at these. Okay, so that's something you can run with sequentially and just go unit by unit by unit, go one after the other, and go from unit 1 up to unit 10. And as you do, as you learn mathematics, what you pretty much want to have is you want to have pen and paper, and you want to summarize things, not for the purpose of note-taking, but for the purpose of doing calculations. Okay, so if you're doing something with derivatives, then do something associated with derivatives and calculate things. I wish I knew what the answer was. I guess it's this. All right, etc., etc. Okay, so other course resources. You have, of course, here assignment 1 that most of you have done already, and you will submit, and there will be the other assignments. And there will be the quizzes, but it's important that you also know of material from last year. So if you go to last year's course, this is a last year's course, and it's painted in this ugly color just so you don't confuse it with this year's course, then you pretty much have the same content here, but beware, the content here in last year's course is in a different order. I'll say this again. You've got assignments from last year's course. So you can look at assignments from last year's course and you can at least give those assignments some consideration. And you've got quizzes from last year's course and you can think about the questions from these quizzes. Okay, so that's from last year's course. And there's even a bit material in the year before that. That's the year where those videos were used. And what you have here is a practice exam in the that's a 2018 year, and a final exam. Now, one consequence of the fact that we are going to be studying remotely is that we will not have easy access to Mathematica. In principle, licenses, etc., couldn't be set up, but it's not as simple as we think. So the course will now actually shift focus out of Mathematica into other programming languages without focusing on a specific language, but you should each choose the language of your choice. So I will make another video just for that. Well, I have no idea how this recording turned out. Frankly, this is a bit new for me to record with an iPad and a computer and Zoom. But I'll see now, and if it's anything sensible, then I'll post it up, and hence that's why you saw it. Take care, stay happy and positive.